Every legend has a story. Every story has a beginning.
Price
New
is
energy,
moving.
new show, new money. The D-Money Show, live on YouTube, weekdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Took those buys off the 200 level. Who's doing it like we doing it at the BDH, the D-Money Show, Power Hour? Nobody's doing it like us, chat. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I close. I'm out. Where's my money bucket? Where's that money bucket at? It's raining money, chat. It's raining money. The market maker's raining money on me. We got a visitor, chat. Let's see who it is. Jerome's in the house. Live from the BDH. I'm here, baby. That boy good. That boy good. That boy good. What up, what up, what up? We back. Let's go. We back, chat. We back like we never left. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. Did I eat? I'm gonna work on that. We gotta be a little creative today. Let's go. All right, so if this is your first time tuned in to the D-Money Show, we want to welcome you. We want to welcome you into the party. It's Monday. Thanks for tuning in. It's D-Money, aka Jerome's distant cousin, aka the previous point guard of my third string point guard of my middle school team. Let's go. Am I here since Friday? No, I was with my daughter this weekend. Austin Hodes 907. What up, D-Money? Hey, what's up? Eugene 374. What up, D-Money? Hey, how are you? Welcome to the afternoon session, guys. Brought to you by the BDH. We here trying to make a little money. How did PW make 100K? He held the short, guys. He held the short. He closed it out. That's how. Moel, D-Money, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Simply her XP, first time. This chart is bright. Haha, that boy good. Hey, we're just here trying to make a little money. Tom V 6617. I like your energy. Hey, I appreciate that. So yeah, welcome back, guys, to the D-Money Show. We are officially back. And so if you guys missed Friday's stream in the morning show from the BDH, we had Jerome that made an appearance. This guy tried to get me fired, guys. So he tried to take my job. So he got escorted off the premises Friday. Sounds like he called the cops, or the cops called, maybe Ginger called the cops on Jerome. I'm not sure, but somehow the cops pulled up as I was coming in Monday morning. They arrested Jerome. It sounds like he tried to call PW to get bailed out. So that's where Jerome's at. Jerome is officially locked back up. So good for him. Yes, he recovered with a profit. He closed that trade out in profit. Yes. Where's Jerome and who is this imposter? Let's go. All right, so where are we at, guys? We are officially ranging in the same area that we were in since for hours, right? So this is the 1 hour chart that we're kind of looking at. And if you kind of look at the opening range high, it's 25,859.50. So if you kind of draw the range out where we're currently at, we're up about 45 points. So officially not much is going on, right? So to speak. So Steven Rosario 7487. Power hour is going to be interesting. Hey, I agree, man. Maybe that's what the market's waiting for. So I am going to be taking a look at that. To kind of see if the market is gonna give us more volatility, right? I mean, I feel like it's kind of overdue. So these are the Lucid accounts, guys. So I'm up about 4,000 on the day total between all accounts. These are the Lucid accounts. So I'm up about a little bit over $1,000 on these accounts. So we'll see what we can make on these. I am pretty close to payout on 4 out of the 5. So you have to have 20% consistency rule in play on these 150K accounts. So I have 4 of those that are kind of hanging out around 22%. So I'm probably, I think on 3 of them, I'm about $1,500 away before starting today, right? I'm about $1,500 away from a payout. So that'll be cool this week if I can bust those out for a payout. That'll be about 12,000 on Lucid. So I'm just here to try to make a little money. What does the consistency mean? So every prop firm has a consistency rule. So basically, I'll give you an example based off the 150K account with Lucid, straight to fund it, is 20% consistency. So your biggest trading day can't be above $1,800 if you want to take out $3,000, a $3,000 payout per account. So I got 4 of them that are pretty close. So the plan this week is to focus on those for, the rest of this week, try to get those to pay out. And then I'll focus on some other accounts. Let's go. So the dollar amount for payouts on the Lucid, yeah, it's $3,000 payout per account. So I got 4 of them that are pretty close. So that would be 12,000 that I should be able to cash out this week. And then the other account is, unfortunately, it's at 55% consistency because I made too much money in that account. So that one's going to take a little bit longer. So I am going to be a little patient because if you guys were tuned in to the morning stream, we're kind of hanging out in this range. Thank you. Hold on. I think you. All right, so you guys can. Yeah, I'm still live. Yeah, the counts. All you see is the disclaimer. All right, chat. You guys can see me, right? You kicked me off. All right, so they're saying they can see me. So hold on for a second. All right, guys, hold on one second. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so you guys can see me. You had to refresh? All right, yeah. So never fret. We back. We never left. All right, so it cut off. Yeah. So yeah. The editor cut off the other stream. No worries. All right, so yeah, we saw that, guys. We saw that. All right, so we got about 1,259 people watching. If you guys Don't mind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna see if we can make some money. And we're gonna have to be cautious, chat, because we've been stuck in this range. So the top of this range is 25,920 area, basically. That's what I'm kind of looking at. And I am aware, so on the current 1 hour chart, this is the 1 hour chart that we're kind of looking at. We have a bullish pin bar that's starting to form. So I'm not gonna just jump the gun because we've been stuck in this range, right? So and what I mean by that, every time we pretty much hit the EMAs on the 5-minute chart, we've had some kind of reaction back to the upside. This is the 5-minute chart, right? We got a retest inside of the EMAs and then a push higher. So until that stops, for me to get bearish, I need to see price close below the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Other than that, I feel like there's more upside, and you can see we're kind of expanding out of it right now. Do I expect price to hit the new week opening gap? I'm not sure. I mean, it's a Monday. Anything's possible, right? So I'm bullish until otherwise, until I see some price action that kind of tells me something different. Bring me back to reality, D. This morning messes with my head. Yeah, so you got to be patient for your setup. That's all it is. So right now the EMAs are in play. So price has been putting in basically higher highs. You know, comes down, does a retest, and it expands higher. So that's what I'm kind of looking at, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna kind of probably wait more than likely until the 1 hour candle closes, and then I'll kind of look for more buys on the retest if that happens. PW's trade, no, he closed that trade out. He closed that trade out right before he ended the stream. So in profit. So all right, so today's like one of those days, right, where it is a little bit more difficult because price had an opening gap due to the Trump news as far as a possible truce. And that kind of happens, right? So possible truce with China I'm referring to. So you got to kind of pick your spots. I'm not going to get married to trades. I'm trying to pick up 10 to 15 points, and then that's it. So I want to see another retest down to the EMAs. On the 5-minute chart, the EMA is at 25,909. 14 EMA, right? That's what I'm referring to. So I want to see if price, now that that higher high was established, the pattern that's been kind of repeating is price pushes up, puts in a higher high, and then rejects, comes down, builds out some kind of formation, and then pushes higher. So I'm just trying to be a little patient, see what we can get. Took like 3 trades this morning for quick buys. So gonna be a little patient this afternoon. Hey D, how are you, brother? Did Patrick get out of that morning trade? Yeah, he closed out in profit, guys. PW is fine. He closed out in profit, guys, right before he ended the stream. All right, so 5-minute chart. Like I said, I want to retest down. Now, this is encouraging. All right, so if you notice that black line at 25,918, this is the first. Let me kind of map that out, because we just had a 5-minute candle that closed above that kind of like consolidation area. So this might be some expansion higher. Can I get my thoughts on gold? I mean, I'm trying to focus on what's going on with NQ right now, because I'm looking for a potential breakout for a buy. Because it kind of held that consolidation range. So just give me a few minutes. All right, I'm watching this current 5-minute candle. This is the 5-minute chart that I'm kind of looking at. So I want to see if price can basically hold this area, because that's like the consolidation area that we were kind of stuck in that range, right? We did put in a higher high. So I want to see if we can hold it and actually have more upside, or if we're going to reject. This is the current 15-minute chart. So just trying to be a little patient. We got about 38 seconds left for the close of this 5-minute candle. So I want to see if it can close in this range. Maybe we get a retest down and then a push up higher, because we've been stuck in this range for a while. This consolidation range has been holding since about 11 o'clock, and we just broke out of it to the upside. All right, so here's that next candle. We got to push down. So I want to see. No wick really at the top of the 5-minute candle. Yeah, I don't use the 3-minute. I don't use the 3-minute. I see your comment, but I use the 5-minute chart. And as far as the 1 hour, this is the 1 hour candle. So, I mean, I like the long wick obviously at the bottom of it. So, but as far as the wick at the top, you know, that's a little bit of exhaustion, but I'm trying to see if it's going to hold this level. And it's so close to the close of the 1 hour candle, so I'm going to be a little cautious. But even if I enter a trade, it's going to be a small stop. So I'm just kind of waiting a little bit. Yeah, I use a trade copier, Crypto Surfer, Trade trade copier, correct. All right, guys, we got 1,800 people watching. If you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Just trying to make a little money on a Monday. 921. All right, so this is the current 15-minute chart. Looks a little weak after that breakout candle. You got about 7 minutes left on this, 7 minutes and a half left. So most of the trades that I took today, guys, like a 10-point stop. So if I, and that's just kind of like how they played out. So I'm being a little patient, and I might actually wait until the close of the 1 hour candle, just because it will be the first candle basically outside of that consolidation range, and I don't want to get caught in the middle. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, see if we get a deeper retest back down, because we were so close to. And keep in mind, right, the 4 hour candle and the 1 hour candle is gonna open a new candle at 2 o'clock. This is the current 4 hour candle, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of pullback to the downside, even if we want to expand higher. So I'm also cautious of that. That's why I'm not kind of jumping in just to take a trade, right? But I do like that we broke out of that consolidation range finally, because we've been stuck inside that range since actually like after 10 o'clock, right? So that it took almost 4 hours to break out of that range to the upside. Todd Rogers, 10-point scalps off the 14 EMA, worked all day. Exactly. And that's exactly what I was taking, guys, to be honest. Sherwin, what's up, D-Money? I'm just trying to make some money. Hey, exactly. Majo, my trader's doing nothing for 3 hours. Yeah, so it finally broke out of that range. So now I'm just trying to see if we're going to get a deeper retest, maybe for a buy entry, because we did break out to the upside. So 911 needs to hold if I'm going to take a buy. All right, I'm going to take a buy, guys. My stop is 911 below the EMAs. And that's just because I see it holding right now. If it rejects, that's fine. I can always re-enter later. Trying to see if we can put in a new high at like 930, 935, which would be about 10 points. And I'm not going to get married to the trade. It's literally like a 9-point stop. So just seeing that we broke out of the range, the consolidation range that I was talking about, right? So I'm just trying to see if we can get a pop going into the close of this candle. We'll see what happens. And I want to see it happen pretty quick, right? If it stalls out, then that's fine. I can always re-enter on the next, the open of the 4 hour candle. I want to see a quick pop. And I got a little bit of lag, so I'm not sure. All right, there it is. It's moving now. It's kind of stuck for a second. If it falls, guys, below like 920, then I'll probably close and re-enter later on on the open of the new candle. but because I want to see this momentum happen pretty quick. I don't want to see it stall out. We've already did a retest of that breakout area, so that's the thought process. So I want to see us go right now. Let's go, baby. I want to see if we can hit that 934 to 935 area, which is about, what, 10 points, 11 points? So we'll kind of see what happens. We got less than 3 minutes left on this current candle. 1 hour candle and 4 hour candle, right? That's what I'm referring to. So I want to see if we can get some momentum to the upside. Retest was already put in. If it stalls out, then that's not great short term for bulls, because it should go pretty quick, right? It already did the retest. And it's having a little bit of trouble, but let's see. All right, I want to see a pretty big push here, right? There should be no reason. It should push hard here going into the close of the candle if momentum's there. Come on, baby, let's go, let's go. All right, it's moving. And all right, so we got about a minute left, guys. So you guys know how I trade this. I'm a momentum trader. So if it starts to stall, I'll probably close and I'll look to re-enter on maybe on the next candle. And I don't know why it's showing a little bit of a weird lag, but let's see what happens here. And I basically saw the 15-minute chart had a break and retest, so that for me is bullish. Broke out of the consolidation range to the upside, so I want price to go, right? So, and if it stalls, then that's not great short term. You got a couple seconds left, so I'm gonna watch that. Here's the open of the next candle. Let's see if it gets a push or a flush down. Yeah, no wick on this candle either, so that's not great. Because it should have been like more momentum, right? So let's see. Come on, baby. Let's go. So price, now we have to be careful here because obviously the 4-hour candle just opened and it was bullish, need a retest. So I'm not gonna hold this much longer. If it does a deeper retest, I can always re-enter. Not gonna worry about it, right? Because I was only looking for about a 10-point move. $26,000 soon, possibility. But also I'm aware that I'm a higher time frame trader, right? So I want price, I want that pop now, and then if not, maybe there's a deeper retest coming. I can always re-enter lower. So I'm also cautious of that. So I want to see price go. Broke out of the consolidation range. I don't want to see it back inside the range. I want to see it expand higher. Like I've given it a lot of time, right? So let's see. Like maybe trap sellers thinking that, oh yeah, we're gonna have a retest, right? And then drop, but who knows? Let's see. It's NQ we're talking about. She's crazy. She be crazy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, a little sideways action. I don't like this action right here because it should have went faster, right? I think I was only up 5 points, and this is the retest that I don't want. On a 5-minute chart. So I'm actually, that is basically bouncing right off of that range on the 15-minute chart, right? So if you notice, this is a 15-minute chart. Price is bouncing pretty much right off of that line, that black line, which is technically the breakout area. So is there a deeper retest coming, or is this, and then you got consolidation on the 5-minute chart, right? Sideways barcode action. So that's not great for bulls because you want to see price move in momentum, not get stuck. All right, there you go, there you go, there you go. Let's go, baby, let's go. All right, so I want to see if, so it tapped 931, but let's see. $932. So see if we can get a little bit more of a push to the upside. Hold on 1 second, chat. 35. All right, I'm gonna see if we can tap 935. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. Gotta watch this candle because I'm not liking a retest down before pushing up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Need 930. I want 935, but if it struggles a little bit, I'll probably end up closing because I feel like it's stalling, right? I want to see it move quicker. And we're so early in this 4-hour candle, so I'm also aware of that. Maybe price wants a deeper retrace before expanding higher. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna close it out, small profit, guys, and I want to see if we're gonna retest this bottom wick at 919. I'm just trying to watch here to see. And it's right at that breakout zone. It's literally right at it, so Current 5-minute chart. Chop, 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 choppity chop. Guys, we got 2,100, almost 2,200 people watching. If you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. Just trying to make a little money. Have to be careful here as well, because even though price broke out to the upside, is this a trap for buyers? Tomorrow they retrace it back to the 5-day SMA for the feds. Yeah, you never know. Anything's possible. Where is Patrick? Yeah, he's getting a car. He's buying a car. This is, you're tuned into the D-Money Show. This is I stream the afternoon session 1:30 to 4 every day. Let's go. Yeah, it's only chop. That's why you can't get married to these trades. Take what you can get. Yeah. Yeah, sure, thanks. So if we can expand higher, where do I see us tapping? I mean, we're very close to that 26,000 range. I mean, that wouldn't be a surprise. Gonna try one more buy, and I'm gonna see if it can hold this area, right? So we'll see. Entry, not the best. It just flash push. It unbelievable. It like had a push up really quick. So let's see what happens. And a retrace down. So I don't know if that was news or something. That was strange. Another retest down. All right, so I'm gonna see what happens here at this level. So this is your current. Let's go to the 5-minute chart to kind of see what's going on the 5-minute chart and what I'm referencing. So we had consolidation. We had a push up to the upside, a little bullish pin bar, and yeah, I mean, some weird price action up here. Got to be careful. Yeah, yeah, exactly. No selling interest today. Yeah, so you got to take what you can get. I'm seeing higher highs being put in. I'm basically trying to buy on a retest and try to get 10 points, right? That's the kind of day it's been. Now, it doesn't mean that's going to last all day. I'm aware of that. This is the current 1-hour chart. Right? So higher high was put in compared to the previous 1-hour chart. But you know, and I like how this 1 hour candle, previous 1 hour candle closed as a bullish pin bar. So a lot of times you'll get a retest down maybe to the candle's body, which is like 913, and then an expansion higher. But we've already put in a higher high. And if you notice, what I'm cautious of, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 6 green candles in a row. And so that is a little iffy, because it's like, okay, when are we gonna have a red, at least one red candle? Doesn't mean we can't pump for another 6. I'm just cautious. So that's why today's a day where I take what I can get and go from there. PW was green on the day, guys. PW ended green, so don't worry. Thanks. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post that for PW that he ended green for the day. So, and I'll pin that to the chat. So, had a spelling error there. So, that'll answer like that question. Am I concerned that it's so far away from the EMAs to buy instead of waiting? Not necessarily, because it's putting in higher lows. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, I'm going based off the 5-minute chart. It's kind of building up. But I'm always trying to look at where I can place my stop. So in case price does reverse. So typically for me in a market like this, if it breaks below like 920, I don't want to be in buys anymore. That's just how I trade. So if you look at the 5-minute chart, higher lows are being put in. So there's nothing as of yet. That could change in a heartbeat because we're talking about NQ. But, you know, it's grinding higher. So I'm just basically taking little scalps, right? Because that's what the market's giving right now. It's not giving a drastic move. So you got to take what you can get. That's it. So I only, you know, I don't go lower than the 5-minute chart. So if price is further away from it, maybe you're talking about like the 1-minute chart, 2-minute chart, etc. But I trade the 5-minute. It's only like 8 points away from the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So if we're gonna remain bullish, price should expand pretty far away, right? That's what I would want. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but that's what I would want to see to the upside. Broke out of the consolidation range. What motivates me to keep pushing? I got a daughter. I got a daughter that's gonna be 2 years old next month. So that's my biggest motivation. I don't wanna let her down. I wanna be the best father that I can be to her, to be honest. Am I looking for a 920 test? I mean, I would expect price to move here to the upside. Like if bulls are back in control pretty rapidly, right? Because I feel like it's building up to push higher. unless it's a fake out. So as a price action trader, this is what you want to see. You want to see it start to build, put in higher highs, and then pop to the upside. So if that's the case, maybe 940 to 950 area. But this isn't, like I said, guys, today's like one of those days. It's moving, nasty price action, slow, choppy. You got to take what you can get. Doesn't have to be a home run day. I'm content with that. Definitely losing momentum. Yeah. A lot of times though, when it kind of feels like that, you'll get a pop out of nowhere. Not saying that's gonna happen, but a lot of times that happens. Because price has been like kind of like compressed to trap people, right? And then boom, it'll like explode, and then everybody's like, what happened? What happened? And it's happening kind of like right now, right? You would expect to see like Do you use hotkeys or keyboard short keys? I just use the regular keyboard. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, I would expect, I mean, it's, so 5-minute chart looks bullish. You had I mean, it's hard to be bearish on this current 5-minute chart because price consolidated. It broke out to the upside. You got wicks at the bottom of these candles, which tells me that buyers are stepping back in to take price higher. That's what I see. Could be wrong. I haven't taken a single sell today, right? I'm just being honest. I've taken all buys. So would be cool if you use dark mode. Yeah, you're gonna have to adjust your screen. I actually I gotta trade how I trade, guys. My setup is my setup, right? I'm not trying to be rude or arrogant or disrespectful or anything, but I've been trading with a white background for probably 4 years. So, you know, like I said, I know everybody's not a fan of the white chart, like the white background, but I gotta trade how I trade, guys. Meaning that I gotta be comfortable with how my setup, right? I mean, that's just like you as a trader. However your chart setup is however your chart set up. So I'm trying to take the best trades that I can take and be profitable. That's what I'm trying to do. So, all right. So there's the put. We put in a high, new high, right? So, all right, let's do this. Let's look at the 15-minute chart, and what I'm kind of referring to is the bullish pin bar on the 15-minute chart. That kind of broke out, confirmed the upside potential, in my opinion. I just feel like maybe it's a little delayed. But that to me is bullish. We had consolidation for hours. We just broke out to the upside. We had a long wick at the bottom of the 15-minute chart. And now we're slowly pushing higher. So that's how I'm reading it. Yeah, Majo, my trader, to each his own, right? To each his own. Loki, what's up? Just trying to make a little money. He's took buys. And for some quick scalps because of the price action. Right now, all right, so I'm not bearish until we're back below 25,900, and that's because the 14 EMA, the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart is around 25,900. So for me, price needs to close below there with some momentum, and then I might be bearish. But as of right now, I mean, there's nothing kind of telling me to be bearish. Even though we're at all-time highs, I get that. Even though we had a gap up, I get that. But you might get, you know, it might be one of those days, chat, where the open tonight is a gap down, right? I mean, I've seen that plenty of times. So I've been profitable for it's kind of my path, guys, is a little unconventional because I was profitable before switching to futures. I was taking payouts in Forex. So I was in a Forex prop firm game as well, right? Trading those, getting pretty big payouts. So if I add in Forex, I've been profitable over, I want to say 4 years, 3 to 4 years. But I've been trading for over 10 years, right? And I traded penny stocks. Didn't make any money in penny stocks. I traded options. I made money in options, actually, believe it or not. Made money in options, made money trading stocks, made money trading Forex, and now I'm in futures. So that's like my little, I guess, background. Probably putting out more content coming up this upcoming, I would say probably next week. So kind of stay tuned for that as far as some of the things I look at, that kind of deal. So it'll be uploaded to the channel you're watching, PW's channel. $9.40 big short. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like how the previous 1 hour candle closed. I like how this candle's forming. So if I look at the 30-minute chart, this is a 30-minute chart that's kind of forming, had a push down to the downside. I just feel like it's like one of those days where everything that's being sold is being bought right back up and we're slowly grinding higher. That's how I read it. I switched to futures because prop firms were basically shutting down right after I took my payouts. Funded Trader was the company. Well, it's funny because I traded Surge Trader. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there was a company called Surge Trader. I traded with them. I traded with the Funded Trader, and I traded with the Funded Engineer. So I took payouts from Funded Engineer. I took payouts from the Funded Trader, and boom, these guys basically overnight they were gone. So that's why I switched. So I'm gonna wait for, now that that higher high was put in, I'm kind of waiting, guys. I'm waiting to see if we're gonna establish a low and then like basically a retest and push higher. So this current 5-minute candle, I like the wick on the bottom of it, and I'm trying to measure the stop to kind of see. So a higher high was put in again, right? And the pattern has been basically a higher high gets put in on the 5-minute chart. You get a retracement to the downside, and then price expands higher. So I'm waiting to see if that happens so I can kind of join in. We need Jerome to push the market. Trading options is tricky. You got to get it. You got to get in at the right time. So I traded options for a couple years. Surge, yep, Surge Trader. They were actually based out of Naples, so I actually pretty much grew up in the Naples, Fort Myers area. So they were based out of Naples. Surge Trader, gotta love them. All right, so here, see, this is why I didn't want to, I'm waiting for that retest down, right? The 14 EMA on a 5-minute chart is 25,923. So that has to hold short term for me to be interested in buys. Meaning that the lows that were put in down here are going to be respected, right? That would be the thought process. Turn this camera light up. So guys, who the light is actually turned up. We'll see if we can adjust it. Give us a second. So I'm trying to see if we hold this low. Yep, see, so same pattern, right? So I'm gonna kind of wait. We got about a minute left on this 5-minute chart. We bright and we back. All right, so this 9:35. Let's kind of see how this can this current 5-minute candle close out green, or is it gonna struggle? Because a lower low was put in, right, compared to the previous 5-minute candle. So that's what I'm trying to watch. Yeah, it's looking like a deeper retest, right? To me, on the 5-minute chart, to the downside so far. All right, so this is the open of a new 30-minute candle. So I am kind of, so keep in mind, so this is what I'm kind of talking about. This is a 30-minute chart. And you got 926 is the body of that candle. So is it going to push down there, maybe do a deeper retest and then expand higher? Or is it going to swipe? And what I'm kind of referring to is here. So kind of draw it out because it's probably easier to see. A lot of times you'll get like a retest of the body of the candle and then you'll get an expansion higher to the upside. If they want to take it higher. Do you like this new life, D-Money? Yeah, I have no complaints, guys. I'm blessed. To be honest, I'm blessed. All right, so this is kind of like what I was talking about, right? The retest. So is this a fake out, or is this, you know, are we gonna hold this 926 area, or is the bears gonna pop in? If we hold this 926, then we're probably headed to 940, 950 area. If we can't hold this 926, which we're kind of retesting it right now, it's not looking great, then we're gonna probably break the EMA 5-minute EMA, which is close. It's actually at 924. So I'm just kind of waiting and watching to see what happens. Yeah, come on, Cletus. Yeah, we're going to 26,000. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but doesn't mean we won't get a retest first, right? This is a nasty 1 hour candle. Look at the 1 hour candle. All right, guys, we got 2,200 people watching. I don't know where we're at with likes, but where are we at, Ginger? So we're at 717, guys, for likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, let's go. All right, so it looks like they want to take it back below that breakout area for a deeper retest. And if I look at, I need to see what's going on with the 4 hour chart, because this is a higher time frame, right? So you can kind of see the 4 hour chart. Costa Rica Chris, do I think this price action is difficult to trade? Yeah, it's a little difficult, because in the back of your mind, you know that you're at all-time highs. In the back of your mind, you know you got a gap up of over 200 plus points. Yeah, NVIDIA. Yeah, I saw that. NVIDIA was dropping, yep. Is Ginger single asking for a friend? Let's go. Playing matchmaker over here. Let's go. So is it gonna hold this 14 EMA, or are we gonna fall through the floor? That's what I'm kind of watching for. Oh man, the Trump is the chat is you guys are undefeated. I tell you that. Chat is undefeated. I think so. If you guys were on the stream Friday, it pretty much had some nasty price action, and then I think right at 4 o'clock I took the last trade, and it was actually the best trade of the stream because it actually broke like below the EMAs for a short, right? So who knows what's gonna happen today, but sometimes that's the life of a trader, trading afternoon session. Let's go. What's my average risk reward looking for in a trade? Well, I mean, typically my stops are 10 to 15 points, and I'm trying to basically get the same, especially in a market like this. I'm not trying to hold for a home run, guys, with this kind of price action. I mean, it literally was in the same range, a 50-point range for 3+ hours, right? That's not great. The only encouraging part is that sometimes when price does that, that means that there's some great price action that's coming. So sometimes you just got to be patient. Nothing wrong with taking base hits. And when the opportunity presents itself for longer trades, I mean, you can hold. Yeah, these little 10-point scalps. That's what I've been enjoying, the little 10-point scalps here and there, right? I don't have to be greedy. Ain't no shame to my game. Yeah, I know. I like the 930. So if we can hold this 5-minute chart, if this candle can close with some strength like how it's looking right now, then that's short term. That's great for bulls because you had a retest below the EMA and we closed above it. So we got about 10 seconds left. It's current 5-minute candle. All right, so we closed above it. Here's a retest down. So 922. All right, I'm gonna take a buy, guys. And if it breaks 922, I'm out of the trade. That's just anticipating that we're gonna expand higher, right? Because we had a retest of the EMA. That's how I trade. I'll take the trade. Not even a 10-point stop. So it's a small risk trade, just hoping for momentum to come, to take me higher and approach that 935 area to 940. If it stops me out, that's fine. Just playing the momentum. And I want to see price move with some energy, right? I mean, it's kind of like not a lot of volume right now. Want to see if we can pop these highs, which is at like what, 934? Maybe put in a new high, right? We retest the EMAs. We had a close above it, back above it. So for me, that's bullish. So I'm hoping for 940 minimum on this trade for that 940 level to get tapped. D-Money, a crash is coming today or tomorrow. Let's hope it's not on this trade. Let's go. Because I'm in a buy. Looking for at least 940 area, right? Which is about, I mean, 939 is about 10 points on this trade. So I want to see if we can bust through this area up to 940. That's what I'm looking for. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we'll see. Come on, baby. 5 more points. I want to push now, right? Up to like this 940 area. All right, there. All right, that's enough push for me. I'll close it. Let's go. Let's go. That boy good. All right, so the high on that candle so far, chat, was 937.25, right? So I'm not going to be greedy on a day like today. So I wouldn't be surprised if it pops it though. Like that's just my, right? I mean, I think you guys know that. I'm a scalper, so I'm going to take what I can get, but 940, I wouldn't be, right? I mean, it's pretty much right there. Like it wants it, but I'm not going to hold it all the way up. The high of the candle was actually 938, so I'm not going to be greedy for 2 points. Todd Rogers is boring, but it works. Yeah. Remember, on a day like today, guys, it's you got to take what you can get, right? I mean, that's just the kind of day it's been, to be honest. Let's go. Nico, I've been trying to short all day. Yeah, I haven't taken a single sell, so. Bruh, I've been taking your trades all morning. I'm up 504 on my first express and I'm done. Hey, I'm just trying to make a little money. Yeah, 938 was the high of that candle. You might get a pop through it now. Not sure. Really don't care, right? I took what I could get. Drop a W, chat. Drop a W if you made money on that EMA trade. Drop a W in the chat. Let's go. That boy good. That boy good. We're just trying to make a little money. All right, so there's the pop. There's the rest of it, right? Come on, man. That's the rest of the move, right? That I wanted. No, I'm actually trading. Oh, that was. Let's see if it hit. Yep, 940 got hit. 940 got taken. So yeah, I'm actually no. Yeah, I'm actually trading in the funded accounts right now. So I mean, I'm probably gonna. Like I said, guys, for the most part, I'm going to be as transparent as I can. If I forget or something, that's different, but I'll tell you when I'm taking eval trades. So, I mean, I've called out. You know, I think, 3 buys so far today. I mean, it's almost 3 o'clock. It's an afternoon session. The price action is not the best. So, all right, can I explain why I took the trade? Yeah, this is what I look for all the time, and price has been doing this all day. Let me kind of point it out on the chart. All right, so this top where my cursor is right now on the little pointing hand, price put in a high, right? Put in a higher high, came down to the EMAs, it actually dipped below it, and this candle closed bullish with the wick at the bottom. That for me tells me that bulls are back in control. I took the buy. My stop was below the EMA, so I didn't even have a 10-point stop on that trade. Do I think my strategy will work on gold? More than likely, because I'm a price action trader. So if I was trading gold, I would trade it the same way, because that's how I trade, right? I'm a price action trader. When is the strategy video coming? Pretty soon, I imagine. I gotta tie down the editor, guys. This guy has all the ladies now, and you know, this guy was out in Cali, so he comes back and he's hot. He's hard to tie down, the editor. I'm just joking, guys. Video should be coming soon. Yeah, I literally just told you my strategy. I literally just put some pointy hands on the chart as far as why I entered the trade as well. So if you continue to tune in to the live streams, the morning show and afternoon, I literally kind of pointed out. Yeah, my initial take profit, yeah, I wanted 940. Correct. So I just pinned the EMAs in the chat. So the 14 and 50 EMA, those are the two EMAs that I use. 14 and 50 EMA. Stun World, D-Money, what's up? Hey, what's up? How are you? Casto Dinero, thanks D-Money. Hey, we're just trying to make a little money. I'm just trying to make a little money. Yeah, I would recommend Trading in the Zone as a book. Pretty good book, Trading in the Zone. OG Turbo just got off mute. We in a trade now. No, I'm not in a trade right now. I just closed out a buy a few minutes ago. So we'll see where we end up on these accounts, guys. Like I said, so you can see the balance. I need to be at 9,000 to request the payout, right? So 159,000. So I'm like $1,300 away. So on 4 of the accounts. The other account is I made a little bit too much money to actually request. I gotta kind of get the consistency percentage down. So we'll see what happens. And these are the Lucid accounts, right? The straight to funded Lucid accounts. Barbara, D-Money, greetings from Poland. Hey, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. How did I know 940? I just pointed out on the screen, like why. Basically, I wanted previous highs to be taken. Does it cost extra fee to copy trade? No. So when you purchase your evaluation account, you know, you have to pick your broker. So, or your platform that you're going to use to place your trades, either Rhythmic or Tradevate for the most part, right? So I use Tradevate, Trade Copier. That's the platform that we use here at the BDH. Let's go. All right, so prices, I mean, it's literally slow grinding higher. That's what this price action is doing. So I just been basically capitalizing all day. That's it. I haven't taken a single sell today. Not saying that the market won't sell off, but as a price action trader, I'm just trading what's in front of me. So yes, it's included with your price of the evaluation or straight to funded account, the trade copier. How did I meet PW? I sent an email a few months back, and some things in life happened and got pushed back. And once, you know, Ginger was able to kind of put me in front of PW, the rest is history. So yeah, guys, we got 2,256 people watching. So if you have not hit the like button, please do. I think I've taken 3 trades, made some money, right? I saw a ton of W's in the chat, so let's go. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the channel. And as of right now, the EMAs are holding on a 5-minute chart. Matt says hello from Canada. Hey, what's up? My 14 and 50 EMA, that is just a preference thing. That's all, strictly preference. What would make me take a short now? We would have to be back below the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. All right, here's that pump, right? Here's that pump to the upside. So yeah, this is nothing for me, but a prolonged basically move to the upside. Price puts in a high, comes down, does a retest, because we did the same thing here. If you guys kind of notice, right? We did the same pattern. Basically, price came down, tapped the EMA, pushed up, closed green. Now this current candle just expanded to the upside. That's what's been playing all day. These little 7 to 10 point pops. D-Money, the way you explain your strategy is so well said. I've been watching for about a week now, and now when you're getting into a trade, thanks for all the explanations. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Wondering what the 350 candle will do. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting. So we are at the close of a candle. All right, so if you guys notice, this is what I kind of talk about all the time. You'll get a move a lot of times at the end of a 1-hour candle, right? So within that last like 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes you'll get a move in either direction. Sorry about that. Let me switch back to NQ. You'll get a move in either direction. And that's what's happening right now. Now we're expanding, right? Now we're expanding to the upside. So sellers, whoever was trying to sell, they just got trapped. They're getting squeezed right now. So that's why I said, for me to get short, we would have to be back below this blue line, which is the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart, which is at 25,906. We would have to close below there with momentum for me to even be wanting to short this market. Todd Rogers, 2K on the day, just scalping 1 NQ for 10 points. Let's go. All right, so this is the current 15-minute chart. You got some, all right, so notice, this is what I kind of talk about, right? The wicks. So every time price drops down, does a retest, it's basically trapping sellers that's probably trying to short it because they're thinking that price is at an all-time high. So they're trying to pick the top, and sometimes you mess around and you find out, right? I'm not trying to pick the top, guys. I'm basically letting price action tell me what to do today, to be honest. Notice these wicks. All right, every time price forms a bottom wick, it pushes up. So, and it closes green. And it spans higher. So that's what I've been playing all day. No, I'm not in a trade right now. I mean, because remember, you got, all right, so you got about a minute left for this 1 hour candle. Todd, I found this strategy through trial and error and just trying to read price action. So over the years, getting burned because I was the guy that was shorting and we were in the uptrend, to be honest. Yeah, this is, yeah, exactly. Somebody just put power hour time. Yeah, this is that 1 hour close, right? It's closing with some momentum. We got about 14 seconds left. And here comes the next 1 hour candle. So this is the new 1 hour candle. Yeah, guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. We got almost 2,300 people watching this stream. Let's go. All right, here's a retest down. So I'm always trying to think, like, what is price currently doing? So right now we got a new 1 hour candle that opened. So is this gonna be the formation of a bottom wick to expand price higher? That's been the trend all day. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 7 green candles, 7 hours of green, basically, right? 7 green candles. So I'm not trying to pick a top. I'm not trying to pick a bottom. I'm just gonna let price action kind of dictate my moves. So, all right, this is on the 5-minute chart. We have 25,930. So that 25,930 is the 14 EMA. Yeah, it's all right. You can leave it. I'll get it right out. It's fine. We're so, it's like, yeah, if you could, thanks. So yeah, we've been holding the 14, right? So if we hold the 14 now, this is officially power hour, right? This is officially power hour. So got to be careful. This is the current 30-minute chart. So far, higher lows are being put in. So the previous 30-minute candle, the low that was put in was 25,919. So maybe we do a retest of that low or closer to it, and then we expand higher, because the top wick on the 30-minute candle, right, there's barely any wick. I mean, it's like 4 points. So just got to be mindful of that. This could be a deeper retest. Xavier 2727, yo D, what's good? Hey, what's up, man? Just trying to make a little money. I use the EMAs on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the 5 minute, but I enter primarily on the 5 minute chart. So I'm not gonna rush into a trade. So let's look at the 5 minute chart. We're right at the 14 EMA, right? The red line is the red EMAs. That line you see is the 14 EMA. And I'm just kind of watching this 30-minute chart because the last 30-minute chart was able to put in a higher low. So I'm just kind of watching that to see if maybe we push up to the upside. Had a retest. But we've also had a pretty high amount of green candles on the 1 hour chart, right? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta let price action kind of dictate what happens, and then you try to join the move. I'm not trying to pick the move. I want to join the move. So just gotta be patient. $30-minute chart, the previous candle's lows like that 923 area. So see what happens. This baby going higher. I mean, that's what it's been screaming. So question is, like, when is the party going to be over, right? For bulls. And is that 26,000 level going to get tested today? That's the question. So 946 is the previous 30-minute candle's high, that 946 level. Need to be back above the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart with some strength back to the upside, right? So that's what you will want to see if you're a short-term bull. You want to see price kind of challenge these highs up here. If it rejects the 14 EMA, that's not good if you're a short-term bull. Because I mean, we might be losing some strength, right? So that's how I kind of think about it. $30-minute chart, still got that bottom, wick that was put in, and kind of pulling back a little bit so far. It's going up, D-Money. Yeah, either way, we're gonna find out. Right now, it's doing a nice, decent retest, right? Based off the 30-minute chart. So No, I'm not long. I'm not long because but I'm looking to join if we can get a close on this 5-minute chart convincingly to the upside, right? Because we had a retest. I want to see momentum push us right to the upside. And there it is. All right, so let me switch to this. Give me 1 second. So yeah, there you go, right? So yeah, I'm gonna we got about a minute left. Yeah, but guys, remember, right? So yeah, retested, but I wait for a candle close. That's just how I trade it. Like this 5-minute candle needs to close. Now there's different ways to get to the same destination, right? So that 30-minute chart, like I do like that wick on the bottom. I was also cautious because it's the open of a new 4-hour candle, but it's looking pretty good for more expansion to the upside, right? So I would imagine this current candle, the new 5-minute candle that's about to open up is preferably going to push down, do some kind of small wick, and then expand higher, right? Maybe try to test that 950 area. But that was a nice buy right off the EMA. I mean, that was 13 points. So I'm gonna switch to I'm gonna lock in the green on those Lucid accounts, and I'm gonna switch to an eval account, and I want to see if this 932 level can get tapped, and if not, I might join the party a little early, put my stop at 929. Yeah, I'm gonna take a buy. Stop is going to be below the 14 EMA, which is 932. Trying to see if we can challenge that 950 area for a pop to the upside. See what happens. And like I said, on this trade, this is an eval account. This is not the Lucid accounts, right? So. But I want to see if we can't, so 946 is the high of the previous candle. So let's see. We had to close below the right? It tapped below the EMA, closed above it. But if it breaks that 930 level, I don't want to be in the trade for a buy because that's not great short term for bulls. And like I said, this is actually an eval account, right? So this is not the funded accounts. Price needs to hold at 29.75. And going off the 30-minute chart, like we shouldn't come back down here, right? We shouldn't put in a new low on the 30-minute chart. That's what I'm basically basing it off of. If we can't hold this 30-minute candles low, then I don't want to be short-term in a buy. That's how I'm looking at it. Because we should have enough momentum to push to the upside from here, right? If it's gonna go. Like it shouldn't retrace this whole move and come back down. So, and that's let's see. Because it might be more selling pressure to come. And that's fine, right? If that's the case, maybe they want a deeper retest. We are only 12 minutes into this 1-hour candle. And we've had a lot of momentum to the upside. $330. Yeah, so short term, it's not looking great. If we break 930, I'll be out of this trade. It needs to hold. Yeah, this 929.75. $15-minute bar about to close. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not sweating it, guys. And remember, this is an eval account. This isn't my funded accounts. I already took profit in the Lucid accounts. I'm just basically taking a trade that I probably would take because it helps. So if you know, if it breaks this is fine, right? I mean, I'm not gonna sweat it. It's been putting in higher lows. So if it breaks below this 928 level, I don't want to be short-term a bull. In all honesty, because maybe it's coming down to the 14 EMA. Maybe it's going to retest 917 or lower. Or maybe this is the start of that gap fill to the downside, right? So it needs to hold this level and push up higher. If it doesn't, I'll close the trade. 931, so I'll give it a second. If it doesn't push up, then I'll close it. Not every trade's going to work, guys, right? I mean, so I'm going to close it at tap 929. And that was on an eval, right? I think I called out like 4 trades or 5 trades. I can't even remember at this point, but this one didn't work, right? The other 3 or 4 worked out. That's trading. I wanted it to hold. Now it hasn't broken. So what I will say, it has not broken this as of yet, but it looks like it wants it, the low of this previous 30-minute candle. 923. That's the previous 30-minute candle's low. So if it breaks that low, which it just swiped it actually, and it's pushing back up, there could be more upside coming. Meaning that swiped it and then kind of like the trap sellers, and then it expands rapidly higher. That could happen as well. So, but I didn't want to give it that much room. Right, I gave it like $350 or something, the room on it, so I wasn't gonna get married to it. What I see on the 5-minute chart is this area right here. This is what I'm kind of like referring to. Like it needs to hold, price needs to hold this area to remain short-term bullish. If not, then my next kind of target would be 25,911, which is the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Not taking any more trades today. Want to see 26,000 tapped and dumped down. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not taking any more trades. Guys, I'm green on the day. I mean, I think you guys, if you saw that's why I'm very strategic on my trading. Like if I know that, like I kind of showed earlier, right? I'm close to a payout on, this was a Apex eval that I took that trade on, and that's okay, right? So I think I caught out 4 or 5 trades, 1 loser. I mean, it happens. I'm not perfect. Nothing wrong with taking what you made today. If you had profit on a day like today, nothing wrong with taking it. Like the way that I trade, chat, I know when the trade's invalid because I'm looking at price action. right? Like if I'm a momentum trader, all I'm doing is picking my spots on the chart based off of reactions where price, previously had a reaction. If it doesn't hold that at that level, I want to be out. Simple as that. Not every trade's gonna work. I mean, am I gonna lose sleep because I lost one trade? Nope. So, all right, so let's go to, and that's why I strategically did it on an eval, right? Because as I get closer to payouts, and we've had so many green candles on the 1 hour chart, I'm also cautious of that as well. So, let me pull up this real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm out. Good trading. Price action. Got to go, everyone. See you. Happy trading, D. Hey, I appreciate that. So IJCA 1406. The only advice like I said, I didn't have to tell you anything as far as it being an eval. I could have just took the trade. There's no reason to even say it, but these are actually the Lucid accounts. So if you're noticing that, then I want you to kind of notice the P&L, right? You got to do both. So notice the P&L on these Lucid accounts. Right? So like I said, I switched. Maybe this is your first time kind of tuning in to the live stream, but I announce when I'm taking trades on an eval, and when it's funded. So to each his own, right? I mean, you don't have to believe it. You can believe it when you see the payouts being submitted and posted on social media. Let's go. Yeah, so oh man. No, so this is gonna be the Imperial Pythons. This is gonna be the first one since trading with PW payout. And it'll be on it'll be four of the 5 Lucids, because the 5th one is actually, I'm too high. I'm not gonna meet the 20% consistency. I'm at like 55% right now on that one. So that one I gotta make more money to be able to submit the payout. Yeah, guys, like I said, I don't have anything to hide. I'm going to be as transparent as I can be, right? I just took, literally, I think I called out 4 buys that played out, and we're in the afternoon session on a choppy day. I called out 3 buys, I think, this morning in the AM stream. So I don't have anything to hide, guys. I'm not a perfect trader. The last trade I took, it did not work out, but that was on an eval. So, I mean, maybe you're not happy about that, but that's what it is. Blue Wave funded account that was ready for a payout, up 3K. Yeah, listen, I've done that plenty of times, man. I've been $200 or $300 away from a payout before, and I blew the accounts. If like I said, if you guys have been tuning into the streams, I've said it multiple times. I've blown a ton of accounts, guys. Oversizing, not being patient. What's helped me is the higher time frame. D-Money, you called everything out. No worries from us that have been here going on 3 weeks. Hey, yeah, like I said, my advice is I appreciate that, right? So just continue to tune into the streams. You'll see I take the same trades, I call out the same trades. So I'm not concerned about it at all. Look at the 15-minute. Yeah, I saw that. But all right, so this is the only thing with that 15-minute candle right now is that, I mean, it's still early. You still got some time left on the candle. So is it gonna close as a bullish pin bar? I mean, if I'm long, if I wanna go long, I would feel better if it closed bullish. That's the only thing. And the reason why I say that, and the reason why I took that trade in an eval account is because the more candles you kind of get away from the EMA, and if you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've had 7 green candles at this point without any kind of red candle. And that's what I'm cautious of all the time, right? So that's why, you know, as you get later on in the day, a lot of times that 3 o'clock candle could be a reversal candle, right? So if the trend is up, maybe that last 1 hour candle before the market closes, the stock market I'm referring to, right? A lot of times it could be a reversal. So I am cautious of that, and I trade it, you know, the way that I trade it. How long I've been trading? How long you been trading D-Money? You smashed it today. I've been trading for 10 years. Let's go. Exactly, profit taken at the close. Yep. And that's what you guys gotta, right? So, and through trial and error, you have to kind of realize that, like, nothing can go up forever. And I'm not gonna pick a top. That's not my job as a trader. My job is to take the best setups over and over, right? So I don't care about picking the top. I'm just gonna take the same trade. And what I mean by that is, the reason why I took that buy is because every time price pretty much either gets right at the EMA on the 5-minute chart or right below it, it reverses back the opposite way. For me to be short, the way that I trade, price needs to be back below the 50 EMA, which is 25,912. Hasn't done that yet. So that's why I took that buy. And once it was invalidated for me, I closed it out. That's it. So code Matafaka, whatever your name is. So this is the D-Money show in the afternoon. You're tuned in 1:30 to 4, Monday through Friday. Did it feel good to quit Walmart? Costa Rica, Chris. Yeah, I mean, guys, I was blessed before being able to do this full time as well. Store managers at Walmart, I was there for 5 years. I made really good money, guys. I'm not gonna hide it, right? You can Google and find out how much store managers make. So running a Walmart store. But obviously there's more freedom with trading. So, you know, because this time of year right now, this is in retail, this is go time, right? You're working 60, 70 hours a week and all that. So yeah, I got some good Walmart stories. I got a good Target story too. So, I mean, I'm kind of waiting for this 30-minute candle to close. And this is what I was like kind of saying, right? So, all right, if we measure out this 30-minute candle, we're only about 27, 28 points away from the EMA, from the 14 EMA. And the pattern on the 5-minute chart would basically be something like this, right? If I kind of put it on the 30-minute chart, Every time price breaks out, puts in a high, it comes back down, does a retest, puts in a higher low, and then it pushes higher. So maybe we're in the middle of that right now, right? Maybe we're in the middle of that retest lower, even if we want to expand higher. Do we? No, there's no freebies at Walmart. Craziest story I have, retail story, I think, is this is when I was actually running my last, when I used to work when I was at Target, actually, as a store manager. I was off, I think it was my birthday weekend. I get a text message from the HR manager with a video. And I hear them saying like, oh, we got to call Demarius and tell him what's going on. And I see something floating. So in the back of the store, there's a lake. Basically, and Target actually owned that lake, like it's part of the property. And if you're a customer, you can drive behind the store to exit the store, right, to leave the premises. And I guess the customer came in and said, hey, there's something floating in the back of the store. And I got a text message, and I got pictures of basically, it turned out to be a dead body floating in the back of the store, right, in the lake. And there was literally birds like picking at the guy's face. Craziness. And I guess it turns out that he was running from the cops and he ran into the lake, and I guess he couldn't swim. He actually drowned. Crazy stuff, I'm telling you guys. So if you go to Google, put in man floating in lake behind Target store, you'll see it. Mila, what's up? Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like my mom had came in town. My brother was in town, and we're all like chilling.
Yo, brother from another mother!
What up?
Did it go higher forever?
Yeah, it grind higher. Yep. It tapped 25,946, and now it's starting to pull back a little bit. Took like 4 trades, 3 winning trades, 1 losing trade.
890. What a fucking joke.
Yep. Slow grind. Yep, slow grind up. Guys, we got almost 2,300 people watching right now at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Monday. Let's go. If you guys have not hit the like button, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. I saw a lot of W's in the chat, so it seems like a lot of people made some monies. All right, so that 30-minute candle closed with some weakness, it seems. So got to be a little cautious up here. So like I said, all right, so let's take a look. I want to see, all right, so this 15-minute chart, we're right at, price basically came pretty close to the 14 EMA, that 25,918 level. So if I'm a short-term bull, this 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart needs to hold. So that 25,000, like 920 level needs to hold, and I would want to see price expand back to the upside and retest like this 946 level. If we get below the 25,920 level on the 15-minute chart, then you could have a lot of room to the downside, because the 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart is actually at 25,860. So you got to keep that in mind.
Say downside?
The downside.
Time to go short again.
Five-minute chart showing a bear flag. Yeah, I mean, we're back. All right, so we're back below the 14 EMA. But you got higher lows that are being put in. So yeah, I mean, for me to be bearish, I need to see us below 25,912. That's a break with momentum below the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, I saw Target is firing like 7,000 people. That's from home off. That's from headquarters. Because remember, right? So the people that are working in the store every day, including the store manager, you have to basically employ people for the store. So the first people that are gonna get cut is gonna be corporate, because there's a lot of fat, so to speak. You got a lot of people that are doing, you know, maybe, hey, I'm in charge of ordering this specific brand every year, right? Well, maybe I can give that to another buyer and double up. So those positions are always going to get cut first, headquarters. So yeah, it's all right. This 15-minute chart, you got a bottom wick, and we're trying to push. So now it's the same thing if I'm bullish. I want to see price close back above the 14 EMA. And we're right at it right now. You got about 30 seconds left. Did I do the hiring and firing? So I actually hired assistant managers. Which Walmart actually calls them coaches. Thank you for showing patience and proving it pays off. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a little money. Do I make more an hour doing this? I think you're saying than retail? Yeah, obviously. So guys, this is the time of year I would be working 60, 70 hours a week. So do the math on that. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out in this range. There's really nothing going on right now. Would I rather work at Walmart for 200K or day trade and make only 100K? So my goal, obviously guys, I mean, my goal is to make more money than I was making at Walmart, right? I mean, that would be the play. Why wouldn't I short here? Because we're not below the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. I need to see us below the 50 EMA. That's how I trade. I'm not saying you can't take a short. You can do whatever you want. But how I trade, we need to be back below the 50 EMA. Yeah, somebody said short.
Somebody said, I want to go short. You guys said short?
Nah, see, so you got like, I'm waiting to see how this 5-minute candle closes. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, and yeah, so PW just said it's been looking like it's bear flagging all day. So, yeah, yep. But all right, so this is what I'm kind of looking at, guys. Look at the 5-minute chart. Look at the higher lows that are being put in on the 5-minute chart. That's not great. If you're looking for shorts, that's not great. That's not looking great. Because every low, like I said earlier, every low is being bought up, basically, right? And there it is. There's the pop up, right back up. So sellers, I can guarantee you there was a lot of shorts that just got squeezed on that pump. This playlist is, I just got it kind of scrolling through. Trapify is typically what I have it on. Trapify. Let's go. The real Iraq. I made enough money to take my little man to a haunted house this week and not be homeless. Hey, let's go. That's a good day.
Right there.
So yeah, if this 5-minute candle closes the way that it's looking right now, I want to retest back to the 14, and I'm gonna go long on this eval, right? I called out like 4, maybe 5 trades, took 1 loss, right, on the eval account, made money on the funded accounts. Today's a good day. So I'm gonna see if I can get this eval account positive on the day, right, on this next buy, because buyers are stepping in right now. Double top. Not sure about that. What is eval account? So it's a valuation account from a prop firm. Need to pass the account to get it funded to a funded account. All right, so we held a 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. 933 is that EMA, so that's about 10 points from where we're currently at. There's the retest down. All right, I took a buy, guys. This is on the eval, so want to see if we can hold this 926 level and expand up to 950 or higher. So 926 is, I'm referring to, that's the previous candle's low. So if we're gonna expand higher, I don't want to see it take out that low. I want to be out of the trade, right? And like I said, this is on an eval account. We got 2,222 people watching. If you guys haven't hit the like button, please do. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Let's go. You're rocking with D-Money. We got PW. He's in the building. It's the B to the D to the H.
Oh, my stop going short. No more shorts.
PW said he's over the shorts. He bagged 100. He bagged 100K on that trade before, right before ending the stream, and he said he's over the shorts today.
Should've went long all day.
So we'll see if we can get some momentum to the upside here.
You got 50% of the open range at that 954 area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. D-Money, this is weird. Market kept on going up every day and these ridiculous high price. What's your intake on that? I mean, I'm a price action trader. I'm just gonna trade what the market gives me. PW kind of mentioned that earlier. If you guys remember on the AM stream, he kind of said that doesn't matter, all-time high after all-time high, right? Keep printing money, doesn't matter what's going on. So that's, I'm just trying to dissect based off of what they're giving me. Am I always going to be right? Absolutely not. That's just trading.
Hit the $3,000 target on Legends in 4 days. Now I gotta flip for 6 days. Haha, let's not mess it up.
Let's go. Tanner with the Legend accounts. How do you take being at end of day in consideration with trading? So, I mean, I'll try to have a measured stop loss. I'm also going to be strategic. Like I said, right? I bagged the Lucid account profit, so that's why I'm on eval. I'm on an eval account right now. We are at the end of the day as far as that 3 to 4 power hour time. And I mean, on this trade, I'm just basically playing what I see, right? On the 5-minute chart, you got a momentum candle that basically had a nice little wick. So far, we've had higher lows being put in on the 5-minute chart as well. So for me, that's a high quality setup. Doesn't mean it's gonna work, but I'll take the trade. I think I called out, like, I want to say 4 buys today, and then, or 5 buys. One of them didn't work out. I closed it out because I didn't like the price action. Strong into close, then sell off at 4 p.m. Yeah, anything's possible. You might be right. You might be right. I'm just trying to make a little money. Do I think this is the top? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm trading price action. Based off price action, temporarily price wants to go higher. There you go. All right, so there's the pop to the upside. So let's see if we can challenge this 951. $950 area, right? Which would be about 10 points. Come on, baby. All right, so that's 946. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 951 is my take profit. Let's go, baby. Let's get a pop through. 948. Come on, baby. Push through. You want it. You want it. I know when you want it. Jerome said you want it. That's 949. Come on, baby. Almost there. All right, so it's kind of stalling. Give it a little bit more time. Push, push, push. Come on in, Q. You want it, baby. So that, all right, so what I'm watching now, that a higher high was put in, but it's kind of pulling back a little bit, so might have to close a little prematurely if we can't pick up steam here shortly. Because I wanted to push with some momentum to the upside, right? Go ahead and take out that. There you go. Come on, baby. Let's go. $9.47. It's always funny, right? When it gets close to your TP and you're like, all right, there you go. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. All right, there you go. That boy good. That boy good. All right, guys. So let's recap that trade. Drop a W in the chat if you took the EMA trade, guys, back up to the 950 level. Drop a W in the chat. That boy good. I'm just trying to make a little money. Yep. So, all right. So what did I see on the 5-minute chart before this push? All right, so this is what kind of talk about the wicks. So the wicks putting in higher lows basically on the 5-minute chart. We finally got to close back above the EMA with some conviction. You had a push up to the upside. You had a red candle, black candle, whatever you want to call it, depending on your chart, and then you had more expansion up. So that for me was bullish, right? The higher lows being put in is telling me that buys are kind of stepping in, they're in control. And we're still expanding. Let's go. We just tapped 960. Just trying to make a little money, chat. Just trying to make a little money. Yeah, I mean, obviously that 26,000 level. Yeah, that's a nice round psychological level that could be in play. Doesn't mean it's going to get hit now. I mean, but we're only like, what, 40 points away from it? Wouldn't be surprised.
D-Money, you be proud of me. I got long.
PW took a long, guys. He got long and strong.
I got long. Yeah.
Let's go.
I did it. I did it. I made money on the long. Yeah.
Come on, Cletus.
Yeah. Everyone's like, he only knows how to short. I got long.
He got long. Long and strong.
I got long, D.
The market's gonna go down. Well, I mean that's fine. I'm not concerned about that.
It's still going.
Yeah, I'm a price action trader. So whatever
It's still going.
whatever happens, happens.
I got long.
Yeah, new highs were put in. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's like I said, until we all right, so if you guys kind of notice, let me take this off the chart. So remember, the higher time frame is always going to win. The higher time frame is always going to win, right? So whatever price action you're seeing on the lower time frame, if it's opposite of what's happening on the higher time frame, then that move is only short term. So if the 5-minute chart is looking bearish, but the overall higher time frame is bullish, at some point price is going to turn bullish on the lower time frame, right? for price to continue the direction. So look at, let me take this off the chart. I'm gonna just kind of clean this up a little bit. Look at the wicks on the 1 hour chart. Look at the bottom wicks on the 1 hour chart. Price pushes down, forms a bottom wick, and it spans higher. That's what's been happening pretty much all day. I took profit on my eval. If I held, I would have passed. But we've only had a small profit needed for tomorrow. Yeah, so I mean that happens, right? Sometimes you're gonna take profit early. Sometimes you're gonna, you know, what's frustrating. I used to get really frustrated because I would hold my, you know, and I don't get married to a trade. I say that all the time, but I would hold losers way longer than I would hold the winning trades, which used to be very frustrating. Where is NASDAQ going? I mean, my first target would be that 26,000. I think that's pretty. I think obviously right now that's obvious. That's obvious, right? That more than likely that 26,000 kind of even number wants to get touched or tapped at least before there's a reaction down. I mean, you're what, 25, 24 points away? And then now you're like, okay, so you're about 4.5 minutes, just about away from the current 1 hour candle closing, which is that 4 o'clock time frame. So this is where, you know, I would be kind of cautious because, like I said earlier, typically the close of a 1 hour candle, you get some kind of reaction, and a lot of times it's the opposite direction of how the candle actually has been moving, right? So we've been bullish, and now you're starting to get a little bit of a pullback. And a higher high was put in on the previous 5-minute candle. It actually put in a high at 25,981.25. So you could get a retracement back down. You got the 14 EMA that's sitting at 25,944. So I would just be a little cautious. I see that.
I don't know why people thought it was bad. You just got long and you never
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have.
I mean,
You could have. I mean, as you can see in hindsight.
yeah, in hindsight, so guys, when you go to a chart, let's say you didn't trade this morning, and maybe you go to the chart and you look at the morning session, the time frame, for the morning session, you're like, oh yeah, I would have just took buys and rode it all the way up. But trading is in the moment. You're in the moment trading, right? So you're in the moment, you're thinking that, okay, we got a gap fill that was over 200 points to the upside. We're trading at all-time highs. And so it's different when you're trading it live. In the moment. Eight green 1 hour candles in a row. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Shit's rigged.
It's craziness.
rigged.
It's craziness.
That ain't real. Somebody rigging this shit. I don't know who it is.
Can you apply your strategy to any stock?
Amazon's laying off 30,000 employees now. You saw that?
Yeah, that's not good for Amazon. Yeah, you can apply it to it's price action, so you can apply it to anything you're trading. It's price action. D-Money, I would like to thank you so much. I was losing loads and was struggling to understand how to trade, but your walkthroughs make so much sense, and I understand them. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, but like I always say, you're doing the work, right? I'm not hitting buy or sell for you. I'm just calling out how I see the market and the trades that I'm taking. So you're doing all the work. But I do appreciate the kind words. So like I said, I'm just here to try to make a little money. So yeah, 26,000. You know what's going to be funny, PW? We tapped 26,000, and then there's a 300 point gap fill basically to the downside when the market closed.
Oh, I mean, you already know.
Flame, how many winning and losing trades today? I've only I took one trade during this stream that was a loss. It was for a buy, and the rest were winning trades, and I took I think like 3 trades this morning for buys that were winning trades. It's not always like that though, guys. So
What's the bear market tomorrow? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bear market tomorrow. Oh Lord.
do you use anything on ES? So I don't have ES on my I don't have ES up. Because I used to do that, and I used to get caught when I try to kind of, it's confluence, or if the ES is moving in one direction, the NASDAQ is going to catch up. And quite honestly, I would try to size in. I would try to oversize into the move, and I would blow a lot of accounts like that. So I just took it off, and I don't have ES up.
You got 1,200 likes on your stream.
Let's go.
I don't get that many likes. It's rigged.
I'm just trying to make a little money.
It's rigged. The fucking YouTube is rigged.
PW's actually how I got 1,200 likes on the stream. I told him I'm just trying to make a little money.
11,000 views. You got more likes than the fucking stream earlier.
Let's go. Guys, that's a good point. So if you guys haven't hit the like button, we got almost 2,100 people watching. Please hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. We do this every day, chat. We're live. So I'm in, D-Money shows 1:30 to 4, and we're also streaming in the morning. So I'm with PW in the mornings as well. 9 o'clock to 12:30.
And then next week you're back to just the afternoon. So
Yeah, next week I'll be in the afternoons, guys, because he's back in Cali for the week. So if this is your first time kind of tuning into the stream, I appreciate the support. Let's go. We love you, D-Money. Hey, I love you. I love you. We love you. Martin, 15. You're down 2K today. That happens.
I was in the red 150,000 on one trade. Don't worry, it's all good. What we got?
Where can you learn the strategy, guys? I trade live every day, 1:30 to 4, and I also PW's out next week, so.
If you Venmo me $5,000, I'll teach you.
But yeah, so next week, the rest of the week I'm in the morning, and then 1:30 to 4 in the afternoon as well, and then the following week I'll be in the afternoon, guys. So, but it sounds like when PW's back, I'm in the morning. Is that what it'll be, right? Probably more likely when you're back in town, or yeah, we'll see. So
It's a lot, man.
yeah.
Like, it's a lot for you to stream in the morning and in the fucking afternoon every day. I think maybe in the future we'll do like kind of like switches.
Yeah.
Where it's like maybe like a Monday we both do, and then you like Tuesday you're only afternoon, just so that way you're not having to fucking grind out 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yo, D, I've learned so much from you. I just want to say thank you. That boy good. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Just trying to make a little money. Just trying to make a little money, chat. That's it. Yeah, so buy.
Market closed, bro.
I mean,
Closed.
Chad, I mean, I think I called out at least 5 trades in this session, and one of them didn't work out. The other 4 did. So if you didn't make any money, guys, if you didn't take any trades, I mean, I called out, I think, at least 5 trades. So in this session. All right, so dude, LOL, I just got done trading. I'm taking $7,500 in one day, my guy. Hey, nice. Congrats. That's a lot, right? Put that in perspective as far as those earnings. So you only need to make, so if you want to clear over, if you want to make $100,000, right? Do the math on that. $2,000 a week is going to get you over $100,000 for the year. Just saying.
PW should be each other for Halloween. I think you being me is okay, but if I be you, it might be getting me a little.
Might be a little problem.
Might get a little trouble. Might be a knock on the door.
How about taxes? Yeah, I mean, there's you got to pay taxes. I mean, guys, I mean, unless you want to, I mean, you don't have to pay taxes. You make a choice. That's up to you. But I'm paying taxes. Not going down that route. All right, so I was up about 4K on the day, guys, and then so this is the Lucid account. So I'm kind of getting close to this payout, right? So I got about $1,100 or something like that left to hit payout on 4 out of the 5 straight to funded Lucid accounts. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow. See if I can hit that tomorrow. I need to be at 9,000 in profit, basically, right? So that 5th account, the consistency, unfortunately, I'm at like 55%. So that one's gonna take a little bit longer because I made too much money. So we'll see. Just trying to make a little money. All right, guys. So hit the like button if you have not. We got 1,800 people locked in. I appreciate the support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. I will be back tomorrow, right? Same time. I'll be back in the morning. Looking forward to that. I hope we get a stronger opening, so to speak, right? Because I mean, even though we kind of grinded higher, it wasn't ideal price action because it was like one of those grind fests. So you have to basically wait for a high to be put in and then a retest to enter if you want to get long. That's what the price action did today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get better price action. Can I show how to request a payout? So to be honest, it'll be my first time requesting a payout on Lucid. So, right, I kind of talked about when I opened those accounts up, those straight to funded accounts. So yeah, I mean, that might be something we can put together. Oh man. PW, you're real for giving D-Money a chance to shine. D-Money, remember to never outshine the master PW. 48 laws of power. Guys, I say that all the time. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
I ain't worried, chat. He can't touch me.
All right, guys. So I think we're gonna call it. All right. Good day. Good stream. Let's go.
Hey, if you want more D-Money, you better fucking show up, chat. More love for the man, the myth. I told him if he don't get at least 2,000 views every day, he gonna get cut.
All right, guys, so we're gonna call it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. We back for the morning stream. Looking forward to that with PW. So
I didn't short. I'm not short anymore. I got long. No, I literally got long for this push up. Like I said, that looking for that 54 area that you got long at earlier. You know, I think today the biggest problem was just like that grind, man.
Yep.
That it was so hard to just like fucking believe that it was just gonna keep fucking grinding, but there it is. It did it.
All right, guys, we out. We gone. Catch you guys in the AM.